Referring to Brazil, we will think of football, coffee, and the Amazon forest, with countless struggles for survival in the world's largest ecosystem. But Brazil's terrifying nature isn't just about the Amazon. Off the coast of São Paulo, about 32 kilometers away, there is an island that is much more cruel than Amazon. In this video, let's explore the most venomous island in the world, Snake Island in Brazil. The island has nearly 400,000 snakes. This is the island with the most poisonous snakes in the world. This place is full of fear and also stimulates the curiosity of adventurous travelers. The island is called Ilha da Queimada Grande. The island is 45 hectares wide. It's isolated in the South Atlantic. Looking from afar, it is very peaceful. With this peaceful appearance, this place would be one of the tourist attractions in Brazil if it didn't contain 400,000 venomous snakes. Previously, this island was called Fire Island because fishermen tried to occupy the coast by burning the forest and chasing wild animals into the deep forests. But with the presence of countless venomous snakes, this place is better known by another name. It's Snake Island. In addition, this island is also known with a name that haunts many people, the Island of Death. According to the researchers' estimates, for every 1 square meters on this island, up to 5 snakes can be found. However, a biologist has come to this place many times and insists that this density is exaggerated. A snake per 1 square meters is probably more reasonable. But even if it's a snake on per square meters, it's still extremely scary. With a venomous snake per square meter, humans are just a few steps away from death. This island is famous for being the only home of the Bothrichis schlegeli. It's known as one of the most poisonous in the world. Although Bothrichis schlegeli is an endangered species in other parts of the world, this island is considered their paradise. They can comfortably proliferate in this place. What is beautiful is often poisonous. This snake can grow to more than a meter in length, and the venom is 5 times more potent than the venom in other parts of the continent, because it feeds on birds instead of mammals. The venom of this snake is toxic to the blood and the nervous system. Bite will cause swelling and muscle tissue pain, and the flesh will melt, accompanied by vomiting, intestinal bleeding, and kidney failure. In short, it can kill most of the prey. However, the venom of this snake also has a surprising usefulness. In addition to their high value in the study of anti-venom formulations, they can also be used to develop anticoagulants. Currently, habitat degradation and illegal animal trade has significantly reduced the number of these venomous snakes in many parts of the world, except Snake Island in Brazil. Beside Bothrichis schlegeli, the Snake Island is also home to many other snakes, all of which are classified as poisonous dramas. To explain this frightening abundance, one assumption is that about 11,000 years ago, snakes were trapped on this island when the sea level rose, submerging the area connecting the island to the mainland. The solitude of this island and the presence of snakes make it one of the most terrifying places in Brazil, a place like the horror movies you've seen, and it's considered the top creepy graveyard in the world. According to some reports, the number of Bothrichis schlegeli on the Snake Island is between 2,000 and 4,000. It's not only a dangerous snake, but also very valuable. Scientists have taken their venom to produce antitoxic serums and applied in the development of new drugs in the future. Therefore, a value of each Bothrichis schlegeli sold on the black market is up to $30,000. That's why many people have risked their lives to come here, to search for Bothrichis schlegeli, even though the chances of dying in this place are very high. Brazilians often tell tourists 2 stories about people who died from snakes on the island. The main character of the first story is a fisherman. During a sea trip, he had stopped on the island to pick fruit and a snake had bitten him. The fisherman rushed back to the boat. His relatives didn't see him return. A few days later, they found him dead on the boat while he was floating and lying in a pool of blood. The second story is about the lighthouse keeper and his family. There is a single lighthouse on the island, and it's almost uninhabited. That was in the early 20th century. One night, snakes attacked the lighthouse keeper and his family. Since then, no one has dared to come to this island anymore. When have snakes appeared here? According to Business Insider, there is a legendary story circulating throughout Brazil, which is the origin of snakes. Many local fishermen believe that the presence of many venomous snakes on this dangerous island is due to piracy. To protect the treasure buried on this island, The ancient pirates released many venomous snakes here. However, this is still a big question, because when the owner of the treasure returned, they also had to face the poisonous snakes brought by them. Although snakes make up the majority of the island, but one of the big challenges for the snakes on this island is that they don't have a lot of prey on the ground. The local birds are so well aware of the predator's danger on the island that they often avoid it. Only flocks of migratory birds come to this place to rest after a long flight are prone to falling victim to snakes. To find food, snakes will often crawl up trees or in high cliffs. The researchers suggest that due to the difficulty of finding food, the venom of snakes must grow poisonous enough to kill any prey immediately. And it's the poisonous concentration of these snakes that makes it almost impossible to find any other species on the island, except those that have lost their way here. Over time, the Bothriachus flagellia on the island became more dangerous and more powerful, and their venom became more frightening. But people still find a way to set foot on this island. With the more curious things, the more people want to explore. So, who is allowed on the island? Because of the danger, and surrounded of thousands of poisonous snakes, the Brazilian government has banned people and tourists setting foot on the island. Therefore, only the nation's navy, experts study snakes, and those assigned to maintain the lighthouse are allowed to visit. However, even in the case of approval, they are still advised to have a doctor with them to promptly handle in dangerous situations. And one more recommendation is that they should wear protective gear. There are those who ventured to conquer the island. In 2019, Australian tourist Tara Brown decided to go to Snake Island, despite the outcry. A person loves adventure. She agreed to join Australia's 60 Minutes to go to Snake Island. It took the team 6 months to get permission to come here. Although she didn't like snakes very much, Tara Brown reassured herself that everything would be fine. The crew was equipped with equipment such as ambulances, defibrillators, and a seasoned medical team. She said, on average, she met 5 extremely poisonous yellow snakes every 3 steps. Sometimes she approached the sleeping snakes in a safe state to take pictures, but still felt extremely stressed and scared. Tara insists this is definitely not her ideal vacation. The expedition ended safely. Participants had to go through moments of extreme stress. Because it's too dangerous, this place has been voted by the famous tourist site Listverse as the most terrible tourist destination in the world, ranking above the radioactive contaminated area. An island with a lot of potential for tourism development, but can't be a tourist destination because it's too dangerous. Perhaps this place is only suitable for snakes to reproduce naturally and is where scientists study to benefit human life. This is also the end of the Snake Island story, a place you'll never want to set foot in. Share your thoughts under the comments section. Thank you for watching. If you find it interesting, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Goodbye, and see you in the next sections.